This is just Martin91, and I'm here to talk to you guys about the 16th movie in the MCU, chronologically. And this was a tough one to pick out, but I came to one decided final contender, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, it was a hard pick because this place takes place right after Civil War, chronologically, but so does Black Panther, so does Spider-Man Homecoming, both of them being introduced in Civil War. But Ant-Man basically came back for Civil War. He was introduced in Ant-Man in 2015. He did Civil War in 2016, and he did Ant-Man and the Wasp in 2018. To me personally, it was a big story arc for him, and that's how I explain it. He got introduced in 2015. 2016, he was recruited by Captain America to fight alongside him when the government went against the Avengers. And when this fight had basically ended, there were how do you say this? Responsibilities, basically consequences that people had to basically take. And Ant-Man was transferred home, but he was put under house arrest. This plot for Ant-Man and the Wasp picks up right after Civil War, like directly after Civil War. So in my opinion, this is where you have to go. There's a grander plot beyond all this. Now, it was a pretty messy movie, this one, compared to the first one. It had a lot of things to do in a pretty short amount of time, all things considered. The first movie set up an idea, a plot for what could happen in the sequel, and that's what they went with, an obvious thing. Spoilers ahead. Michael Douglas's character Hank Pym lost his wife in the quantum realm, which Scott Lang has escaped from in the first movie. So they attempt to recruit Scott Lang to tap into this energy to rescue his wife and his daughter's mother. Under this progression, under this plot element, Janet Van Dien, Hank Pym's daughter, gets the power of the Wasp, gets a suit, and gets basically the chance to fight alongside Ant-Man. And they become a combo, a duo of some sorts. And all this runs down to the very end. It's a pretty nice plot. It's a pretty fun story. I just preferred the first Ant-Man to this one. I don't know. It's visually amazing. The humor is amazing. Great chemistry among the cast as always. The writing was alright. I liked it a lot. It's not a flop. It's not a flop by any means. Didn't do moderately successfully, like amazingly well at the box office. Didn't skyrocket after the amazing establishments that, Avengers Infinity War did, and this followed up on the heels of that, literally like a couple months after. It still did good for what it was. But yeah, how the movie ended kind of threw me off, and that's why I had a problem with how to place this review. I'm going to cover this as quick as I can, and this is a big spoiler, and if you don't want to be spoiled, then by all means, go ahead. This movie ended with a post-credit scene that kind of threw me off the curve completely. There was fan bases that were spewing fan theories before the movie came out that there was something that was going to happen that did not align with the timeline. And I was freaking the hell out because I'm like, if they do this, if they pull that off, I don't know how this is going to fill in. I don't know how this is going to fit into the grand scheme of things. It's been confirmed that the movie takes place after Civil War. So if that does mean something, then let's chronologically make that mean something and don't throw it off the edge. The ending credit scene threw it off the edge. That kind of made it complicated, insanely complicated. So how I placed this in the chronology kind of, well, it didn't get affected by that ending credit scene. It couldn't. Technicality-wise, chronologically, it couldn't. So I placed it in a way that I found it worthy. Black Panther and Spider-Man Homecoming are going to be coming up next in the next 2 days, and I'm going to be covering those as soon as I can. Not much more to go. There is 6 days left, and we're almost there. It's pretty amazing, and I couldn't be happier that I'm doing this right now, I guess. It's a fun time. Have a good one, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.